Izzy's here to do Beer and Gear this week, episode 12. As usual, Joe and Blaise are late, so we're getting started. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, buddy.
Hey!
Look who it is.
Whoa.
About damn
Thought
time.
someone broke in here. I was ready to... We're just cutting and packing. What's going on? We're running late. I'm sorry.
Gear, beer.
What are you guys doing in our... You guys are in our seats. The hell? You're drinking beer without us. Fine. Fine. Let's go.
God, thank God I had 3 in the way.
Let's go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Have some breakfast.
Let's go.
All right. Well, hi, everyone. We're Beer and Gear.
Hey, guys.
You already know that because these guys started the show without us. This is Halen, our repair guy. And this is Izzy, who I didn't know was such a Seaver Avon fan. But I don't know much about country music. So we'll talk to him about that. Alan is our repair guy here at Music Villa. And
I'm going to go set up guitars.
you got to go set up some guitars? All right. Well,
I got Izzy set up. He's good to go.
Thank you.
sweet.
Thanks, Alan.
Okay, well,
You're welcome,
fine. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do our thing.
Just, do our thing.
I
Thank
guess
God there's some beer left.
Yeah, hope there's beer left. That's all I'm worried about, really. So
Didn't mean to interrupt your shred fest.
I heard a little shredding there.
I'm not really warmed up because I'm still waking up. So
This helps.
waking
Yeah, I was gonna say before we begin. Hello, welcome to the
Hi.
show.
How you doing? Thanks for having me here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Izzy.
So I noticed there's shredding and there's more shredding.
Yeah, I try.
You've come to the store a lot. I know you're in these rockin' bands. I had no idea. I don't get out much, so I haven't, I don't see bands, stuff like that. I read books at home next to the fire.
They told me you
Lots of
can't
good
read
books
So-
in the Arsino household.
That's right.
Many.
And today we're drinking Corona Extra, as you might knows. And I didn't know you were such a Eddie Van Halen enthusiast.
it. I am. He's my favorite guitar player.
Awesome.
Actually,
He's not too bad.
Actually, it was Jakey Lee who got me started playing guitar. I heard Look
Nice.
at the Moon, and then I heard that. I'm like, what is that? And he goes, it was Ozzy Osbourne, and then that was the spark that led me on
That's
this
awesome.
path of
That's a good
guitar
spark.
playing. And
Cool.
then from there, just like anybody else, you just who's Randy Rhoads? Who's Randy Rhoads? And then
Follow that lineage
Yeah.
of...
the whole
Yeah.
MTV thing, and then pups jump like Van Halen and Panama videos. Like, who's that guy?
Yeah.
And then you just start going, and then you just dive into that world.
So did you go out and get like all those classic Ozzy albums immediately? And
Yeah, it was Randy
so many
and,
good
and
guitar
Randy
players
and,
in there.
Randy and Jake.
Yep.
And then
Zach Wilde did a good job. And
Eddie Van Halen was just he just set the bar and set the way everybody play. Even now, I mean, he's still talked about always on YouTube. There's online shows and stuff like that about him. And
I saw Jakey Lee one the other day randomly where he was teaching Bark at the Moon. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
More recently?
Dustin
Yeah.
needs a beer.
Yeah, sorry, Dustin.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Sorry
Cheers.
about that.
Sorry.
Yeah. And he was like, everybody plays it wrong. You probably actually know it.
No, I played it the way everybody else played it. Through tabs. And
Yeah.
even the
So you
tabs-
watched that one where he's sitting there showing you.
Even
It's pretty
the tabs
cool.
are wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's almost counterintuitive, weird the way, like what a crazy riff to come up with.
yeah,
That dude came up
and
with that riff.
I just thought it was so cool the way they played back then. He
don't-
always did the
Yep.
chord thing.
He's
and-
amazing, man, in
That's
that
amazing.
early Ozzy stuff.
Yeah.
And playing that stuff on a hardtail Charvel.
Yeah, and
it seems like he's never barely changing guitars, or you hardly
No,
see him
and he's-
tuning up there, and he's doing shit with his tuners. He's
just
that guy's,
effects and stuff, and
dude,
then
he's
he
pretty
brings it back
amazing
in
in his
tune,
day.
and then they played the next song. I was like, how does he do that?
Yep, I
There's
kind of
no locking tremolo or nothing. And
reignited my love for some of the early shred dudes because they were real kind of innovator. There weren't that many guys doing it on that level.
What's really cool about them is they all sounded different.
Mm-hmm.
And even the records like Ozzy did, all the records sounded different. They didn't sound the same.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of bands, newer bands, that just sound the same. The next record comes out, it sounds the same, but you hear like Fair Warning compared to the first album, or you hear
with Van Halen,
you
big
hear
time.
even Jakey Leaves with Bark at the Moon and Ultimate Sin. They sound completely different. The Dokken records, they were always chasing tone. When I read the Guitar World magazines and stuff, they're
not settled though. Let's just
no,
here, this
they
works.
just
Let's
want a
keep
better
doing
tone.
this.
Yeah,
They're always
chasing
looking.
tone, and
Yeah, that's
they're
cool.
not like, oh, what a consistent sound. No, they were always like.
Same with Maiden too. You know.
Oh yeah,
They
Iron Maiden. I
definitely
thought
evolved
they all sounded different.
Yeah.
From the first album.
And now they're 3-guitar Attack. They just left all the guys in there.
we were always
Is there 3 right now?
There's 3
oh
now.
my god.
Were they 3 when you saw them?
Me and my friends were always, what's the cover going to look like? What's Eddie going to be doing?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, we waited for Peace of Mind. Or Peace of Mind came out already, and then the new one, Power Slave. I don't know what it's going to look like. And then it came out, and did you get to know what does it sound like? And they always had a theme. It was Egypt, and then they had what was the next one? They were in space.
Yep.
Space one,
Space theme. Yep.
And then they were in snow. They had Seventh Son of a Seventh Son.
Yep.
What I thought was kind of cool. It wasn't always the same. They're always trying to entertain people.
Yeah.
So
It's a bass player run band, you know, which makes it just it makes it a little different.
yeah,
One less asshole guitar player running
I
the show
know,
out there.
man. They're assholes.
Keep it grounded. Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I hear Maiden, I want to play
Moody.
bass, though. I'm like, Iron Maiden, I want to.
I mean, the Gallop.
I don't want to play guitar. I
They
want to
own-
play bass. Thin Lizzy's the same way. When I want to play bass when I.
Another great bass led band.
Yeah.
I know you're a big Thin Lizzy fan. I
love Thin Lizzy. Yeah, they're great.
You get out and see shows. You've seen a lot of your heroes play. You've made an effort to go out and see a lot of rad bands.
I try.
You've seen a lot of the current day kind of shred dudes.
Yeah, I've
play.
seen a couple G3s with Steve Vai. I saw Joe Satriani a few times. It's funny, I've never seen Van Halen.
We need to get you to Van Halen, man.
Oh my god.
How's that going to happen?
They keep fighting with each other.
I know. They're gonna play. They're gonna play again.
Man.
So
Have to, right?
See, so guitar
Hope
players
they
and
do. I hope they
singers
do.
are just assholes.
Yeah, they're always something.
Man, screwing up the band all the time.
So what's your favorite Van Halen album?
Yeah.
I like Fair Warning, and I like
That's a little more rockin'.
1984. The last was a Girl Gone Bad, and the last songs on the other tracks, not the hits like Panama and all that, but the hits you don't hear like Top Jimmy and stuff.
Yeah, that's a
are
good
my
one.
favorite ones.
I love Drop Dead Legs.
Yeah, and they just something about just
Legs.
sit and just put the microphones up, and it just sounds just like old AC/DC stuff.
Yeah.
It's not
Right.
It
polished.
sounds like a rock band.
And I always
playing.
have arguments with
Yeah.
my friends, and like, you don't like nothing past Flick of the Switch? I'm like, no. Or even, I go, no,
Flick of the
because
Switch
they
is
got,
such a lo-fi sounding
they got
record
too
too. It's a
polished.
funky
They should-
production.
yeah, they should sound raw.
Yeah, I'm with
And
you.
no reverb on the snare or nothing. It just sound like they're in the room.
in the
I think
At
the
least for
sound
me,
of
it does.
Highway to Hell, that
Highway to Hell's
album.
good.
That's a great
the-
sounding
the-
album.
If you
Yeah.
think
It
of just
is.
the production value and the sound of it,
Yeah.
and how it's in the pocket, it's clear, but it's not overproduced, but it's really cleaner than any of the earlier stuff, and like
It was
it's just
done
a little
well. Yeah. It
There's
was
something
done
about
well.
it that the sound quality of that is just amazing.
It is.
So
And they come up with
yeah.
Fly on the Wall, and they just went. The songs are good, but like, you ruined it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember getting the video. They're all shooting pool, and
Yeah.
I saw that. I was at that tour. I watched it. I went to a concert on the tour.
And we were
it was
talking about,
awesome.
and it was like, there's not supposed to be good
I wanna
looking
like it more.
chicks in the AC/DC video. It was always.
I know. Then
live-
who
it was
made
always,
who? They had the chicks on the exercise bikes.
It was
and
always
weird
live
shit.
stuff, like
Yeah.
Back in Black and White. Just
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right.
For those about the rock, it was. I remember that when we were younger,
was
being
always
like,
live stuff.
they're just
live,
They're
yeah,
a rock
that's what's-
band. Even when we were younger, we were like arguing. They're just a straight up rock band. They don't need any fancy videos. Yeah. No, they were.
We get into
they're
whole
awesome.
conversations with my friends about stuff like that.
Now, what bands are you in now? What are you playing now? Or you're not in a Van Halen cover band,
No.
but you're taking all these influences and you're creating your own music.
Yes, I'm in a band called Dashboard Carl
Yeah. With Alan.
with Alan and
Yes.
Jason Geyser,
Yep.
Troy, and
You
Matt.
guys have a good crew.
We started a long time ago, me, Alan, and Jason, and then we went through 4 drummers and 2 vocalists, and
They just couldn't hang.
we just somehow we lucked out because finding a drummer and a singer is really hard, especially in the
is.
area. It's so small,
Yep.
and everybody's already in bands.
Right.
But we found Troy and Matt, and it's been going pretty good. You know, every time you lose, you know, lost a drummer, it's like, oh, we got to start over again.
Yeah,
Find
that's
the
a big
right
part of the
guy,
sound.
and
Train 'em
luckily,
up.
Right fit of good people that want to hang out and have
yeah,
fun.
luckily for us, we found two that have the same sarcastic humor that we do, and are really nice and would do anything for you. They're just our
That's cool.
friends. You jam with
That's
your
your big
friends to
part
make
of it.
noise.
That's
Yeah.
half
Not
the
out to be
deal.
rock stars. We just want to make some noise and play
Mhm.
some friends, and you know, it runs smooth that way. Where there's just
Yeah.
go with the flow.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
hope
that's
you-
how bands stay together because they're just
Mhm.
Yeah,
they're not
You're
overthinking
supposed to be
everything.
your friends. You're a band. You're up there.
Oh,
yeah.
You're not. You know, that's what at least my opinion
I agree.
of a band
I
is.
feel
It's a
the same,
band.
yeah.
You're all up there. We all got to make it sound good.
No, I think about
Yep.
that with
We're all a
yeah,
group.
reforming groups or tweaking members. I'm always like, well, is that person going to be a good hang? Do I want to spend time in a car or at sound check or in a
Yeah.
bar with that person?
That's
Yeah.
a huge
Not
part.
in a very positive
huge
way.
part
I'm
of it.
thinking
Yeah,
that.
can I go hang? Have
But I'm
some beers with
going,
them,
like, you
or-
know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I'd rather have, you know, you're spending more time on the shoulders of it, on the in between, than you are necessarily on stage playing.
Yeah.
A lot more time.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to hang out and talk about ideas and have people that can be. You have to have honesty and not
Mhm.
get offended, not have egos in the way. So you
Right.
have to have somebody that's like, you know, and then the music. That's how the music gets better.
So when you're not an egotistical douchebag, things are better.
Yeah, imagine that.
Okay,
I'm glad we got that cleared up.
We write that down.
Kids, for your band, think about that.
Life
Yeah,
lessons.
yep.
Yeah.
Might take you a
know,
decade to get there
Just
if you're a
hang
guitar
out and have
player.
fun,
but-
and things. Hang out and have fun, and your ass will follow. That's
Yeah.
you know that sounds about right.
So are you guys playing? Are you guys going to get some stuff going over the summer?
We got a few things.
'Cause I was bummed that the Zebra closed.
Yeah.
There's many layers to why I was bummed about that, but I'm happy for the future of them and wish them luck. But
We need another place.
you
that's
guys
cool. It's
were
got
had
vibe.
I felt like you guys had some traction there, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be able to go and see a metal show at the Zebra.
Yeah.
And it was like
Good
seemed
loud
like,
down
yeah, I was
there,
like,
nice
oh,
and
that
loud
could have
down
been was the spot for a minute.
Yeah.
So we need someplace in this little town to play some metal now. I feel like I mean, not that we can't do it at the Filler, but
Yeah.
so I liked you guys in like the dark basement and
I was
really
going to
really
say that. Yeah.
loud.
The
and
the vibe
Yeah, it's classy.
downstairs was just
it worked
really
for
cool.
it. I think so.
Yeah, the whole vibe down there was really cool.
So
Yeah. I was bummed about that, but
So if anyone's got a basement,
you don't want to play metal in like a really brightly lit, like, you know, yuppied out, you know, modern, you know, some faux painting on
you guys
the
are
wall.
playing Clonk now.
yeah.
yeah, it's
Music on
like,
mute.
yeah.
It's gonna do a nice
I
cocktail
wish.
hour.
That'd be awesome.
Well, cocktail hour at
That'd be
Clonk, the
rad.
fancy wine bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's going on with these
So,
pedals
yeah,
here?
let's talk about your pedal board.
You brought pedals. You brought a guitar. Okay, so there's Eddie Van Halen going on here.
You're not messing around.
No.
You're full. You're full half stack. You probably have. How many 412 cabs do you have? You probably,
I've run two
yeah, of course you do. Good.
at
Makes
band
me proud,
rehearsal,
Izzy.
but I should bring both just at gigs, just because.
And,
Why not?
And you told me you have the white head signed by
Yeah,
Eddie.
I got the original one, and actually Alan scored that one for me a few years ago. He must have had like a giveaway, the white one, and he signed it. It was 2011, and
Get my junk off the.
Whoop.
My junk
Oh,
off
yeah.
your amp.
Yeah, we.
so I got that one, and then I got this one through Alan, and this one works better for what we're playing, Dashboard Carl.
Okay.
Heavier music. It's got way more gain and juice, I'd call it, or gasoline,
Yeah.
than the other one. And
Petrol.
I don't know what speakers are in the cab. It's kind of a yeah, I'll buy that cab, and I'm gonna hopefully, if I quit buying guitars,
Yeah.
I should buy some speakers or something.
Sound good.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works great, and
You're cranking this sucker. Most people have combo
You're
amps.
on-
They
you're
don't
on
want to carry
16
this. This is
16
rock and
right?
roll.
Well,
God damn it.
Yeah, why not? Well, I got Jason, our bass player. He's got two,
Nice.
and he's tall, and
Yeah.
he's the bass player, and he's got a 5-string.
Jason's
so
a-
he's
Yeah, he's
Wow.
the dude that
He's-
should have. You want to
he's
see,
a bass player.
Yeah, you want to show up and see Jason playing the big rig. You know?
And yeah, he's
like,
so
he
I got
could own that,
So
yeah.
I got to keep up with Jason
Yeah.
Yeah.
on my
That's
little
good,
louder
man.
and
cute
I
louder.
like-
little strings. And beep, beep, beep,
That's
beep.
good. More guitar
Yeah.
players need a
Yeah.
freaking loud bass player. I'm
Yeah.
all for that.
So Yeah, so I use, it's 100 watts. It's the Stealth that he came out with a few years ago. I'm constantly just trying to dial in. It really cool about tubes, and I like this a lot, is just that it changes, and I like to make things like, I'm not all about like, it's got to be consistent all the time or whatever. It's like,
I
want to see what happens.
Yeah.
Because
you're always.
I want to be on the edge.
Yep.
Like, it's, and like with tubes, they're so picky, and there are
very
days
finicky.
we just walk into rehearsal and like going, God, what happened? I just had it all dialed in.
Different
last
power,
night.
different rooms, completely different.
It's winter, the temperature drops, and then now it's summer.
Or your bass player plays a big note on the fifth string, and like the power and the lights.
Yeah, he just
flicker.
sucks all the power out.
It's good to hear that, because I'm always like, why? Like, it's
But
change tubes. Things
But
are
metal
variating.
needs to be played loudly.
It
You know what I'm
should
saying?
be.
Like, don't.
Why? I mean, I just don't. And I enjoy, like.
Like, I appreciate what metal did for gear for all
I
of
like
us.
when we do gigs.
Yeah.
I enjoy even the load
There
in
is
and
a
the
thing
load out, and all the bands got all their shit there, and then they're, hauling all their stuff, and okay, got this band, that band, we're gonna make the show really good, and everybody's just. It's all about putting
I
the
love
show
that
together.
part of it too. I like that too.
The flyers, and then oh man, I hope my amp works. I just changed the pedals. I hope it works tonight.
We're old school guys, Izzy. I mean, I like that part of it too.
And I just enjoy
Flyers
that.
and
Right.
I hear
You're
like,
putting it's
I
an
don't want to
event.
lug my amp. Why? You got a gig. You lug your amp in.
I put my flyer on Instagram. Make a flyer.
Flyer, yeah. And
You dick.
Yeah. Throw it in your car. Throw it in your car. That's the fun part.
I know, yeah.
And then, however set that you're up there on the gig.
Waldo.
And then you get off and you're like, we made it work. My pedal board survived. It didn't clunk out on me. I wired it great. Nothing went wrong. Then everybody had fun.
Yeah.
And all our friends were there.
Yes. That's what it's all about. Having fun.
We won the game.
I don't.
We won the game.
I don't have that in my life.
You should.
I watched Wheel of Fortune last night. Pat and Vander's still doing it.
Did you win?
Do you think they're doing it?
I lost.
Think so?
No.
Wheel of
They're
Fortune.
doing it, just not with each other. Okay.
So yeah, you own lots of different pedals.
I do.
You have. I think you and I are a little similar too, in the sense that we're like, I made this little pedal board for practice. I got this little,
Yeah.
build little random versions, but this is like really clean and
This is like version 100.
not an over the
200.
top. Nobody's
No.
gonna look at that pedal
Yeah.
board like
It's
nice
sensible.
100 pedals, huh? You
Yeah.
know?
That's
I
sensible.
was
reasonable.
when I first bought this here. I thought, I put my wah pedal and then I put my synth that I just bought, and then I'm like, wait a minute, where am I going to use that synth pedal I just bought
So
in my band? So I simplified it and figured out which pedals do I use the most, and I came down to these. I used to have a wah pedal a few weeks ago, and I took that out.
you said that, yeah.
Just not using it.
And I'm just trying to go more simple.
So
and actually, this is the most pedals I've ever owned
Really?
in the years I've been playing.
Yeah.
I was always just a wah pedal and a delay, and that was it. But then
Okay.
I got into tinkering around with pedals, and and overdrive pedals and distortion pedals are really fun for me too. Yeah.
So has going with fewer pedals, because I mean, noise suppressor tuner, you're just gonna leave those on, right? So we're talking about an overdrive, a phaser, a delay, and your amps.
Yeah.
Switching.
So this
Yeah.
one here is my favorite one. This one's always on.
That's always on. I was gonna ask you. That's my next question.
No.
You just drive the front end with that always.
Yeah, I got the gain all the way down.
So on your clean channel is basically just like a
No, I don't even use that. I only use that one and the lead and the band.
no clean channel.
No.
So you run channel 2
I
and
use
3.
the volume. Yeah.
That's rock and roll. No clean
rock and
channel.
roll.
The clean channel. I
And
just
is
roll the
channel
volume
3
down.
like
That's
a
a
solo,
bumper
like a
sticker.
solo boost,
A little bit more. Yeah.
or will you kick it in for a
Just a little
chorus
bit.
or
A
something?
little bit
or-
more volume.
Don't ever touch that button.
A little bit more
Don't even look
volume,
at it.
and then I switch on the delay so I could, cover up my mistakes.
Gotta have delay.
Yeah.
So
And,
okay, so
and then every once in a while I'll throw that on depending on how I feel.
so when you need to get loud, I mean, I need like a loud button. Is that like your get
I
loud
got
button?
it's a separate channel.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I got the volume
so,
up. just
so
a
you
little
just have that
loud.
set for your. That's your lead
That's
tone.
Kick it up.
Just rhythm and lead. That's
Cool,
what I have.
man.
on
And
the
this
band.
guy stays on.
Keep it simple again. Boom. You're
That's
in the lead.
awesome.
I keep because like I said,
Everybody said.
like we were saying before, you go in rehearsal and like, oh, that sounds great, and then you come in, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh well, let's try this.
This is a great
And
sound.
that's-
Greco-Roman wrestling
Smart
up
putting
there.
it up there too or just
Yeah,
out of
this-
the way. So you're not going to hit those
I highly
faders.
recommend this pedal. This pedal's great.
It
It's my
is.
favorite one that I've bought.
Steve Stevens Archer.
That one and the
Cool.
the
Rockaway.
JHS Andy Timmons.
Yeah,
is
thanks, J
always-
Rocket. Good pedals.
Yeah, J Rocket.
I love their stuff. They like they turned my life around, J Rocket.
Yeah, the Andy Timmons. He's got
I
a
love
new
their
one.
Still not
with,
going to send you free stuff.
he's got a new one with a boost or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was my favorite one of it because I got a
really like their overdrive.
5150 and then I got that one and then I got a Friedman
Oh, how's the
Dirty Shirley, which is great.
Yeah, dude.
And this is how musicians are. Man, if I had that 1 amp, I would be so much better.
I know.
So I need a Friedman amp now.
Friedman amps are sweet.
Yeah, but they're so spendy.
They're so pricey, I know, but
I need one so I could play better.
they sound.
Let's hear you shred a little bit. Should we try some of these pedals?
Yeah, and two. Can I just ask you 2 questions? This is in the effects loop. These guys are definitely effects loop, right? Where's he live? Do you front load
These
your
ones,
phase, or
these two are in the effects loop. This one is in the front.
So do you go phaser into overdrive or overdrive into your phaser?
No, these are separate. These two are in the loop.
Okay. Oh, they are.
These two are in the loop. Yeah.
Oh.
Those two are in the loop. This one's in the front. This one I do the crisscross.
Crisscross thing,
earlier,
yep.
And then this one's in the front. Whatever.
Okay. And last question: do you think going to the simplest setup possible, really like trimming the fat, has that helped you just focus more on your guitar playing and just like pushed you to get more out of
this
Great
does.
question.
Thanks.
That is a good question.
This does, but I'll probably screw that up and put a new pedal in and try something different and change it up again.
Because why not?
Because why not? That's the fun part.
Keep chasing things.
How fun is it to just okay, that's it.
Yeah.
And then you're good for the rest of your life.
That's why we felt.
Because there's always, like I said, there's always that one pedal. Oh, I gotta have that pedal. I want to have that sounds.
But that's a good question. I had a gig, or no, it was a practice. My pedal board totally ate shit. Like power thing just went.
Oh, did you just?
So all I had, I think I could do my like a booster pedal, and I just went and did use
probably went awesome,
that because
right?
I had the power, a single power cord or something, or the battery was in it. But and I felt like my playing was better because I wasn't worrying about all this shit. And I was just like playing. So it's kind of interesting.
I went by the Legion the other night, and my friend Tommy Stone, I was playing with Gromiller, and I saw him 2 nights in a row, and he was just plugged into a deluxe reverb. I mean, just a Les Paul into a deluxe. I mean, I'm like pedal guy. You just don't see that much these days.
Yeah, there's
and he's
something
just like,
to it.
well, I have a switch and volume knobs on my guitar, and
Yeah,
amp
start
sounds
using-
awesome.
Or even the toggle switch, boom, kick it back to do lead, and then coming back. I was like, this is kind of cool.
Solos. I was like,
And then when everybody had fun, it's done. You're like, oh, I made it work.
yeah,
You feel good about
you feel good about
Yeah,
it.
you had to do it.
That's right.
So if something went wrong with this, I could just unplug it and I could plug straight in.
And you
do
could
this.
rock.
And I could, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not a
do what
slave
you
to
gotta
my
do,
pedals.
you
I'm
know?
not like, oh, I can't play.
No,
That's
but
important.
I think
That's
when you
important.
do that, it's simplifying. Basically, it does kind of.
Yeah.
In
Like
a way,
it's-
it does kind of. You're not overthinking everything. Let's do some
Really?
sounds. Let's make this.
some sounds.
Mona, you mentioned how you love this pedal. Let's hear how that sucker's. Should we hear it just straight up or something, or how do you
No,
normally?
I'll just play and you guys fiddle with the knobs and.
Is that
Okay.
okay? Run us through
Yeah,
your gain
I'm
stage.
okay, yeah.
So we don't touch this guy. Don't touch that button.
You
Don't
can.
even touch
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you can if
The
you want.
ejection button. Oh, you just touched it.
clean. Pretty good on these. So
It's
now we're
little-
just hearing the Rockaway.
No, the clean
Is
sound on
it,
this
you want
is
the
kind
delay on?
overdriven.
Oh yeah, sorry. Can I turn this guy off?
Yeah.
Is it going to be all
Nope,
anemic
go
or is it? Oh, it's kind of overdriven.
Go ahead and fiddle with the knobs on that one.
Go for it, Joe.
Uh,
That's not a knob, Joe. Those aren't 2 pillows.
I'm gonna clean it up, Izzy. I see why you do that. I like the drive on the clean channel. Yeah, so you get like your classic rock tones on your clean channel. Yeah. And then that's the juice. That just
Yeah, it thickens it.
that thickens it up a lot. I'm hot. Do you ever do like the metal scoop?
No, when I was younger I did, but then I learned that
You're supposed to just do this with your
yeah.
EQ, right?
Yeah. I guess what does that. Yeah.
I've been more mids more than anything.
It sounds good with the mids in there. What a good sounding pedal, man. These pedals are loud.
So that's
as
the
hell, too.
volume, and then
Yeah.
My stand.
you turn that.
Oh, your gain's really low.
I'm on my own.
I noticed your gain was that low. It really just beefs up that channel, though, huh?
Little
I
bit,
like. There's
yeah.
some magic to just a front-loaded overdrive with a high gain amp.
I don't go too far. I just
So
maybe a little bit, but not too much.
Yep. Oh yeah. So there's okay. Yep. Can we go channel 3? Let's do it. Let's turn that up a little bit. Can you turn up channel 3 behind you, Blaise? It's might just be the master behind you over there.
Where's the
master?
That guy right there. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. Satan would be so happy right now. Nice.
Yeah.
Hold on, where's my whippets when I need it? Usually I used to do whippets
Yeah,
to
Izzy.
eruption. That's nice.
Awesome. Ah, nice.
Yeah. Grab that whip.
I always do this to.
But can you do that on a banjo?
No.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Here's my favorite Van Halen lick.
Yeah, dude.
Now is that from Papa
Nice.
Teacher?
That, no. That's just
There,
he always
there,
does
there,
that.
there.
Yeah,
Always
I've
does
seen
that.
that.
That's tight.
I love that. I love that end bit. Yeah,
That's
the
tight.
sing,
Yeah,
ending with a
that's
single
cool.
tap.
That's
I
cool.
like the single tap.
What's that from? That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Yes.
Nice. Oh yeah. Nice. That's sweet.
That's great. I love it.
Fulfilling
I love
all
it.
your guitar.
I like the
shred,
phaser in there too.
or guitar fantasies.
I get when you hear Van Halen played well,
What's
the
that one?
phaser makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the phaser is a big part of that. Like you can hear that phaser in there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot it. Yeah.
I think I like just a straight up EVH. You have to think about it. Everyone wants to hear that riff though. It's such an iconic tone right there. Ain't no shame in playing They Talk About Love.
Yeah. I know you that.
Such a good riff. Yeah,
That's
I love
just
that
killer
song.
stuff.
I forgot how he played it.
What a cool thing with I mean,
Relearn
he's
that
built-
solo like once a year or something.
Yeah.
Just the incorporation, like that style, like how he pushed in different sounds. That's different
Totally.
sounds than like what
Yep.
you know
It really is.
rock players played before.
I even put the 71 quarter on this too.
I love that.
'Cause I'm such a fan.
Damn.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I got a futon block in it, and I blocked the tremolo for the detuner. This changes the tone, change it for the better.
And you can change strings easier and all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other one.
Do you run 10s on there?
No,
You doing
I
9s?
run 9 to 42.
That's okay.
I
I
got
won't
little
judge you.
sissy hands.
But do you guys tune down and half step?
Weak.
Shut up.
Do you guys tune down?
What's that?
Do you guys
This-
tune down and dashboard
Yeah,
call?
we're just a half step.
Yeah. You guys are, that's like
On our
class.
last band,
Yeah.
we were tuned down a
That's-
whole step, but Alan made a point like it's hard to get a decent tone. You got to know
Give
what you're
them a-
doing. There's
can-
nothing wrong with detuning
No.
and stuff like that. You just
No.
got to know what you're doing.
You, with an amp like this,
Yeah,
you can
and
have
what you're
all-
looking for.
Yeah, you
and what
can-
you're looking for. There's no right or wrong.
I just don't. I just want to see people doing it with the right amp. You need a pretty powerful amp to,
Yeah,
to
you need
reproduce
you
those
need the right-
frequencies.
the right tools and the
A cheesy little amp's not going to reproduce some of those low tones.
No.
Those
Right.
You need a 100-watt head and a 412,
Hmm.
maybe 2.
And isn't it fun to just like push air with your amp to just
Yeah,
do the physical
that's why,
part of it?
That's I like tubes and all that, and I just like to feel the.
I love that.
But like we go
Right.
back and my friends, we go back and forth, and I tease some of my friends that have the amp modeling stuff, and but which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's cool stuff,
It doesn't like shift around
But
your
I'm old
molecules in your
and-
body.
Yeah, I'm just old, and I like, tubes, and it just feels great to feel that air.
Feels great.
And
the
it
air.
feels more alive. It's almost like listening to an MP3 or whatever versus vinyl.
Yeah,
It sounds warmer.
it's literally
Right.
air, pushing air,
Music's got
That's
to
a good
breathe, I
analogy.
think.
displacing some molecules.
It's like
the-
in-ear
yeah.
monitors.
Yeah.
Or are you going to play on stage live? It's
Yeah.
that same feel. Of like,
Do you remember like
That's
really?
too safe. That's like too safe.
Yeah, it's too safe.
It's
That's
too
for the
safe.
studio,
gotta be on
it's
the-
nice.
It's on the studio. It's nice, but like
But
live,
but when you're live, you're not feeling it, and that
You're not
even more
feeling it,
so
no.
when you do this.
and the crowd feels it, and then everybody's happy, and
Yeah,
yeah,
It's a thing.
music's got to breathe. I think.
yeah. So cool. Now what's this guitar? We got a Charvel here,
Mr. Pink.
Mr. Pink.
Mr. Pink.
I got 2 more. I got an orange one, stoptail piece. My first guitar was a Charvel, and then I tried the Jim for a while, and I was kind of didn't know, And then you guys got these in,
I like those new shirt house.
and they're just right for me. I just like them.
Mm-hmm.
Just a super strat guy.
Super Strat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine told me once, he goes, I can't see you playing a Telecaster. You look better with a,
Yeah.
a
Well, from
Rod
like Jakey
guitar."
Lee on, that kind of
Yeah.
that lineage of guitar players, they're most
Yeah.
of them are on a Super Strat. And Dave Murray, you could throw in there.
I grew up on stuff like this, so
Yeah.
so yeah, this place, and this one's not block, but I put a futon block in there.
Yeah,
They do
that's cool.
something a little different.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
pickups, I'm always trying pickups, and Seymour Duncan's.
And
I was
if you-
telling you get who was it you? I'm liking the DiMarzio Super Saturates.
Yep.
Are really cool. I threw that in my yellow one.
Oh, those are. Oh, that was my next question. Is
Yeah.
so SoCal versus San Dimas, your Charvels,
I think these are alder body.
and there's different
Um,
pickups, and then
Yeah,
a pick
these
guard
all
versus
come
no.
with Seymour Duncan. I had Alan throw in some Saturates, and my other 2.
It's I kind of like this clean, no pick guard, that style.
Yeah,
Mm.
and then it gets older. It's gonna get scratches right there.
Hmm.
Character, damn it.
Gives it
But
character.
you were
Yeah.
able to leave that guitar stock. That's pretty cool. Other than the trem block, but
yeah, and then I put titanium nut,
okay.
nut right here.
that's cool.
It's fun,
Yeah.
You grab a guitar and then you kind of tweak it here a little bit there, and
Hmm.
put a futon block in there, and then you just make it your own.
I like
Right.
it.
And that's what's music's fun.
Yep.
Yeah,
Pedals, that's what makes it fun.
It is.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Tinkering.
Yeah.
Tinkering and
It's like Legos for adults.
I always hate when NAMM show comes out because I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna have to buy more gear now. Because if I buy all those, that'd make me sound even better this year. It'd make me a better player.
Remember,
That's my excuse anyway.
simplify. Yeah. So anything? What else have we not covered? So do you have stuff online? If people want to hear your music, is it online somewhere people can find, or
There's
go to
some
the shows,
some
buy
videos.
albums?
We're Dashboard Carl. My band's on Facebook.
Yep.
We got our own Facebook page, and there's a few live videos there. We did a couple streaming.
And you've
Cool.
been recording yourself for years.
I did a few. There's a few demo stuff that I did, just messing around.
Oh, and follow Izzy on Instagram too.
Yeah,
He has a really great Instagram. It's awesome.
Finger
It's-
puppets. It's a thing.
Well, it's just follow him. I don't even want to. But I really like your Instagram.
Yeah, I throw some guitar
It's really
videos
funny.
up there. It's a lot of fun.
You always find clever, cool stuff.
Yeah, it's always it's fun.
It's like classic horror movies with
Oh, don't
with,
get me started
with
on
great
that.
guitar players. Oh
Oh,
yeah, actually no, we have to touch on that with Izzy. It's a lot. We need
Okay.
to spend a minute. We
Horror
need to
movies.
Spend a minute.
What's going on with that?
I love horror movies. Yeah,
What's your if you're to pick 3
Oh,
horror movies,
that's
would just
hard
be
for-
like this is
so we did.
this is
so
the
we
kind
did
of shit that is
the favorite
real.
Van
for me.
Halen record. So yeah, we got that. So now we got.
What the
What is
hell is going on
up
there? We're gonna go up there and the whole staff is gonna be like duct taped and like someone's robbing the place.
You guys are getting robbed.
Yeah, we're getting robbed.
We're talking about horror movies down here.
We're talking about horror
guy-
movies. They're
this
all
guy in a
getting
weird
robbed.
mask.
Stephen King thing right here. Yeah. The guys in the mask are sitting out there waiting for us to finish the film. At least they're honorable about finishing the
You can
film.
see him in the window like, help. We're just sitting there talking about pedals,
We
having a
got
few beers.
one more minute. We got to talk about
Hold
more
on,
movies.
one more minute.
Yeah.
So, horror movies.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us all about
and,
this.
And ties in with, and I like it ties in with metal.
There's some
And
metal.
when you think about like Eddie and Megadeth's Dude, and this stuff is all drawn from classic horror. Do you ever think?
Yeah, there's definitely a
with, like the
relation, right?
masks and the, you know what I'm saying?
It's fun stuff, is when
It all
because I grew up
plays nice
I grew
together.
up on '80s slasher films, so my
Yeah.
favorite ones would be Michael Myers, of course. If you look,
Yep,
my,
I know
my
that
stupid
about you.
posts.
Yep, I know
Yeah.
that about you.
And probably Jason,
Mhm.
Friday 13th, and I'm not really much of a Freddy guy. He was always too comical.
Yeah.
Right.
Not that the other two are comical, but I mean,
First couple of Friday the 13th, no mask.
The first-
pillowcase over the.
I think the
head.
first four are my favorite. But then they shot him in space. He went to New York. He went to Hawaii. He
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little
I
sick.
know.
got a
That
job.
that
The first two are sweet.
Yeah, it freaked
They're
me
good.
out.
Yeah,
when I was younger.
They're
I like the first one. They're
We
like,
went to a
in
comic-
the van in the beginning. It's like that's I don't know.
It's
Watch the. I always
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
like watching
some-
that first one.
yeah, and when you're younger, of course, you're like, holy shit.
I was the weird kid in
Jason
the neighborhood
Voorhees.
that always liked the crazy stuff like that.
My we went to a comic. My brother was big into. I got a lot of music and comics and all that. We would go to comic conventions and stuff, but they'd show horror movies. That's all. Horror
nice.
movies were a part of this. It's a huge comic convention,
Wow.
and in Albany, New York, and so they so horror was a part of it. It's all like this culture of like media and of just comics and movies
Ties
and
in.
all that. And it ties in. So they're running a film, and we're going to go in here. I don't know how old. I was way too young, and it was I don't know if you heard this. It was 100,000 Maniacs or whatever.
Yeah.
This dude, like right when I walk in, it's the iconic scene from it where he's picnicking with this girl. He's on a date with a picnic with her. All this nice thing, and then he just takes out a knife and cuts her thumb off. And then he like laughs hysterically while she's like, ah! And I'm like, oh, I just walked in right on that. Okay, let's go get lunch now. And we just saw that little thing and then we left. I'm like, oh, that's lovely. 100,000 Maniacs or 1,000 I forget what the hell
Yeah.
it's called, but it was pretty fucking nasty.
So,
But more of a
that's
psycho
fun stuff.
thriller, I guess, or horror.
So Texas Chainsaw, of course. How about Texas Chainsaw
Yeah.
2? How about that movie?
That's
pretty fun,
that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
The
man.
first one in the
And Rob Zombie pulled some of those actors for his films. People from
yeah, he's I always
yeah.
said that he needs to stay more focused on what he's doing, but he's got really great actors and he's got great
Otis,
dialogue.
the guy who played Otis.
Otis,
Yeah.
Bill Moseley.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Texas Chainsaw Part 2, when that came out, that was the greatest movie ever. Just because all that stuff. And
How do you feel about like the trauma films and like the kind of spoofing on some of that? Where it's
They're
like
funny.
ultra gore,
Oh, yeah, they're
First Toxic
funny,
Avenger is
yeah.
amazing, of
Yeah,
course. I
yeah.
mean,
Right.
it's classic.
yeah, I grew up on all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you would think I'd be some kind of psycho killer, but I'm not. I'm harmless.
Just on guitar.
I'm harmless. Yeah, I'm harmless. Van Halen in horror movies, guitar shred stuff. It's all fun stuff.
Unless you're like
Yeah.
a prissy lead singer, then he'll just murder you.
Yeah.
Murder
That's
you
right.
with his good
With
looks.
shredding licks and good looks. Yeah.
That's right. Driving a fancy car.
But,
No,
but I like all that. It all ties in.
It is.
to the music, to
Yeah, I
to
mean,
the-
that imagery, that Eddie, like I said, like
used to-
all that stuff.
My favorite was Gene Simmons, but I didn't like the music. I just liked it because I saw him spit blood,
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
oh, yeah.
and I was like, Gene Simmons is cool. And my friends were like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And then when I got into music, and then I'm like, oh my God, Kiss.
When I was like 8.
Now I know.
Yeah. When I was like 8,
This
I'd like
is
go in
awesome.
the tape store and buy like Megadeth tapes and
Mm-hmm.
be like, "Your parents let you listen to this stuff?" Like, yes, they do.
And
you
we
know?
turned out fine.
But they were like that. It seemed that back then. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, back
the
then it
scary
was-
cover with
Remember the
those albums are rad.
The kids
They're-
are into
we're
it.
gonna-
We're having fun. It's like, yeah.
We're gonna put warning labels. Remember when all that came out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was Nikki Sixx was like, yeah, I want them to put warning labels on
Sell
my
more.
explicit lyrics as we'll sell more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
People want to buy it more because people are curious. That's why horror movies.
Yeah.
When I know what's going to happen, we're going to get scared.
An accident happens, everyone stares. It's awful and horrible, but you want to look.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah, you don't. You slow down,
Mm-hmm.
see what's going on. Even if it's just somebody getting pulled over,
Mhm.
you slow down, turn the music down.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting arrested.
Sweet. It's
Yeah,
not
people
me.
are curious. It's funny.
Okay, well, should we?
I like it. Yeah.
We got to wrap it up here.
Anything we
had
didn't
a beer,
cover there?
damn it.
I don't know.
That was fun talk, Izzy. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming
thanks
down
for
here.
coming by. Thanks for the
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah, I'd come back
And,
again. I got more stuff. I'm sure you guys will get more stuff in, and I'll buy more stuff.
Yeah. Again,
Was it
we're always
George-
trying to chase
I appreciate
the product
more
tune.
stuff.
I appreciate the
Yeah.
big rig. I really
Yeah.
thanks for bringing
Yeah,
like
it's cool.
the stuff. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
really cool, man.
Lots of fun.
It's good to see all these approaches. We had everything from the multi-effects thing to a powered speaker to like a big old school rock and
Yeah.
roll stack.
That's
And
what
at the end of the day,
combos
it's
and
all
different
having
pedal
fun.
things.
Rock and roll.
It's all about
That's
having
pretty
fun,
cool.
and
Yeah.
and yeah, it's all about having fun. Music's fun. I always
Yeah,
love
everyone's
seeing
approach.
when I see little kids, like you guys post up, kids buy their first guitar. or
Oh, yeah,
whatever.
I
I'm
love
like,
that.
That is so cool
Yeah.
because I think
Yeah, it is neat.
you get them started on music or any kind of arts or even art, any kind of art or acting or whatever. It's really cool for.
And make it
Yeah.
positive.
It's
and
fun
fun.
ruining
It's
their
positive.
lives.
Yeah.
It's fun ruining their lives. Yeah.
ruining their lives,
Yeah.
showing them iron.
You're
Yeah,
cursed.
listen to this.
You're cursed now. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to do with students because a lot of people, like kids, don't know about some of this killer rock and roll and stuff like that. They just say you gotta like. Now I'm finding I have to, or even an older person who just wants to learn blues but doesn't know some great blues stuff. So it's like you gotta start sharing the the again.
They're getting younger and younger.
They need
and
older
better and
brothers.
better, younger they are. I
They-
saw
that's
like a
for sure.
9-year-old
Sisters.
kid just playing. He did a Gary Moore song.
Oh, nice.
Still
Wow.
got the blues.
Oh, wow.
This 9-year-old kid was just
Nice.
Ripping it.
Well, now with
Holy
YouTube,
crap.
yeah, you do see a ton of that kind of
Yeah,
stuff too.
but it's nice. It's great to see. It's nice to see that. Like
Mhm.
that is just so cool to see kids get into that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Think of how you got into it as a friend or a brother or sister that they're stealing their
Yeah.
records or they're
Yeah.
turning you on to something. You're playing video games and that record comes on. Like we got to be that to
Well, it's like
the
you,
kids
yeah.
because they might it's so
Yeah.
who knows
You
what
got
they're
to
all
get
into.
introduced to the golden age of metal, kind of
Yeah.
closer to that time.
Yeah,
and they'll
It's
turn
a
it
kid-
into
a
something
kid,
new.
Yeah, a kid today is gonna. That's like that's been done. They're
But I
gonna
think
do
they get
something
into
else,
it. They're going to
you know?
go down some road.
But
And
they're gonna
figure
look.
it out.
But as long as they're going back and drawing from that, taking from that, because those bands were badass.
they were. They are.
Yeah,
You know,
classic
and,
period.
and there's great guitar solos in there.
I got a couple Iron Maiden shirts. When I go to the grocery store, there's always somebody. Doesn't matter how old they are. Cool shirt, man.
Got to mention Judas Priest too.
And Judas
Yeah.
Priest too
Yeah,
is great.
yeah, it's
And they're
great.
still going
Bad,
too.
bad, bad.
Yep.
I know it's amazing. These guys are still raging it.
Yeah,
They've been consistently good forever. Their whole, that band. Come on,
man.
you know.
Yeah,
That's good
I
stuff.
even like the cheesier albums. Like when I go back, it's like it's whatever. They made a bajillion albums and they all rock.
oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah. There's some cheese in some Priest songs.
I mean,
they
Deep-
got a little poppy, but there was always a couple more tracks that were just okay. that
And
was
when you
some-
follow it back
Yeah,
to
they're
Deep
heavy. They
Purple
can get
into
heavy.
those bands,
Deep
they all
Purple.
had their element of cheese. They're allowed to. They get to do that.
They were allowed.
Part of it.
What's really great about that is they made those albums on primitive recording compared to these days.
That's
right
the
now.
thing. Think about the
And
first three
primitive.
Metallica albums are primitively recorded.
Yeah.
Really, you know.
And they did it in a few weeks.
yeah.
They didn't take 5 years.
No.
Yeah, that's
You know,
ridiculous.
That's what
And
their
that's-
amps
that's-
sound like.
and
You know?
that's
Get
another
that
thing.
done and then move on to the next
That's
thing.
the other thing.
Yeah.
The more you play in a band, the better you're going to get. It's practice, hard work, and that's what those guys did. Now you could cut and paste and
Yeah.
we'll lay down the drums.
Make sure the
later,
vocals are
and
smoothed
then
out.
the guitar player.
Reamp things and redo drums.
It's cheats.
Yeah.
It's enabling
Drum
posers.
replacing.
Enabling posers,
And then-
goddammit.
Like the first Van Halen records they did. All right, hurry up, play the songs, go back on tour.
How about the first
Right, right.
the first Van Halen album's amazing, and you can tell they
Amazing.
just played that in a room.
Yeah. And
you
then
can tell.
Right, the energy
Uh,
is just more. It's not too
yeah.
preconceived.
Iron Maiden
They've been doing it on
God.
the road.
record for a couple of weeks, go on tour for 2 years, or
Yeah,
whatever.
right,
long.
right.
They're just ridiculous.
Right.
They're crazy.
That's what they do.
Yep,
But yeah. Anyway.
Well, cool. Well, hey, that's it. I think.
that was fun.
Thanks, Izzy. Thanks,
Thanks,
Justin.
Izzy. Yeah.
Music Villa.
Music Villa.
We're Beer and Gear.
Beer and Gear.
Joe, Blaise,
Blaise.
Izzy, and
Yeah.
Alan, the repair man who was here to start it all off. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
thanks, Alan.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
thanks,
think
Alan.
that's it. Yeah, have a good one. How about send us off on a lick? I need some quarters to go to the arcade. Play Joust. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thanks, guys.